for your experience. The exclusive Sirius Not Serious podcast.
All right. What's happening, sweets? What's happening? Hey, welcome everybody to the exclusive Sirius Not Serious podcast. I'm Marty Meach.
I'm Sweet.
And we got Sweets, definitely got her. We got a great show for you today. Great people that we actually going to be speaking with. Huge entrepreneurs in their field that are doing a great job. And we want to, like any other entrepreneurs that we bring on to the show, we want to highlight their business. But the main thing with the exclusive Serious Not Serious podcast is making sure that we are getting that information from the people that are business owners, entrepreneurs, and what are the ups and downs that they've had in order to get to the point that they at, and what helps to keep them motivated, keep them enthused, and keep them going and everything. And today we actually have a couple, husband and wife couple, that work together, actually do things together, but they also have separate businesses as well. So they just like a huge conglomerate of business themselves and building an empire for themselves and their family and everything. And it's something very special about these guests as well that's associated with Miss Sweets here. If Miss Sweets could go ahead and elaborate on that, ma'am, please, about these special guests that we have.
These special guests are my family, my cousin Max and his girlfriend Chantel. And I can't wait for them to tell you guys about the businesses that they have embarked on.
Okay, a little more Sweets.
I mean, I was gonna wait till they get here.
Okay, all right. Well, without further ado, let me welcome Max and Chantel to the podcast.
Hello.
Hello, guys. Thanks for having us.
Yes,
Thanks
definitely.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
So now that there
Yeah.
are some faces in the screen, I definitely want to say welcome, Max and Chantel, for joining us today. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing about the businesses that you guys have going on and how you guys are trying to kind of change the scene for our generations to come in our family.
Yes, thank you. We're excited to be here and to talk with you guys today.
Yes, thank you.
So my business is Treats by Chanie. You can find me on social media under Treats by Chanie.
And what you got, Max? What you got going on?
Where's the list?
I'm at Splash Life NYC, and I have a link tree. So once you know Linktree, once you get to Linktree, you'll see the other businesses that I'm running right now and partnerships with also. And that's Treats by Chanie. That's my partner right here. I help her with marketing and promotions and things like that.
Business partner and life partner.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Well, shoot, to get into it and everything, definitely want to start at the beginning for sure. Because of obviously, you know what I'm saying, you all had your own motivations in general, and for whatever reason, you know, the universe brought y'all together, and now y'all actually using y'all talents together with each other, because it don't always happen like that, where somebody that's an entrepreneurial mindseted person gets with someone that is entrepreneurial mindseted as well, you know, and man, woman, man, you know, vice versa. So for y'all to actually come to because I'm pretty sure that you all were entrepreneurs before you met each other, right?
Something like that. I was just
mentally.
Yes.
Entrepreneur and business is a mindset. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm making $1 million a year. Like, no. I'm saying just that mindset, that mentality.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. So just a, you know, ladies first type of situation. Chantel, if you can, you know, give us a little background about you in general, and how you came to like fall in love with making cakes. Like I watch your videos and everything, and you ain't just, you know what I'm saying, just got a butter knife and just wiping it on. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the real deal. You got the little thing to spin the cake and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, she got some stuff in Hobby Lobby or something. Like, where she get that at?
So it's funny. My first job out of high school, after I graduated high school, my first job was in a bakery. in a supermarket, and I had never touched a cake besides just baking it at home and just putting the store icing on it and just eating it, cutting it and eating it. I never touched a cake before that. So it was my first job. They taught me the basics there. And it's funny, the person that was doing the cakes there, he maybe worked with me for like 2 days when I started the job, and he just left me. So I was like on my own. I had to like learn everything else, like learn
wow.
do all the decorations. He literally taught me like the basics of it. So that's where I started. And then from there, I went to maybe 3 different bakeries I've been in doing cakes and baking and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided why not do it for myself? Because I'm doing it for everyone else and I enjoy doing it. I was just, I was learning more things as I kept going, and it's cakes, they just like, they've grown. It's grown a lot. It's a lot of different things you can do with cake now. And I don't only do cakes, I do other things as well. So it was just, I literally started out of just it was just out of high school. I went to a bakery and that's where it started. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I would fall in love with it.
What I can say is the carrot cake and the buttercream is on point.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
On point. I had that whole carrot cake for myself.
Oh, that's good.
The whole, you had a sheet cake?
No, it was the round one, but it was mine. It was a personal one.
Yes.
Just for me. And she
Yeah.
made it with love, like she does all of her products.
Fantastic. And I actually see somebody then jumped in here and everything like that. Let me actually add our other co-host.
Okay.
He's a busy man. He's a businessman, busy man, but he was able to take the time out to get on here with y'all, and we definitely want to make sure his input and everything like that. Because this is the third part of our host and everything like that. So y'all welcome Don Sirius.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Hey.
What's up? Hello, everyone. I am glad to finally get here. My apologies if I'm running a little late. I'm pretty sure they gave you the inside scoop, but but I'm here. Hold up, Mike.
We appreciate you for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate for having us. Appreciate it.
Oh, y'all welcome. Thank y'all for being on the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know if you had heard a little bit, Don. This is Chantel and her husband Max. But Chantel makes cakes and treats and everything, and I actually went all the way back to how she initially got motivated to be interested in that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're in the kitchen with your grandmama or your auntie or this or that or whatever. And she said that it was actually her going and working for a grocery store. What grocery store?
Yes, I actually worked at Pathmark. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pathmark, but that was my first job out of high school. Bakery. Yep.
Let me move this microphone here. No, I never heard of it before though. But it's nice to meet you, Chantel and Max. But you don't mind if I say Max B, because I'm back. Yeah.
Nice to meet you as well.
Oh no, but hey, he nice to meet you. And I wasn't trying to be like no fucked up thing, because
no, he's a big fan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I'm talking about Don. I was just letting them know he's a big fan.
Oh, okay.
I just call myself Max. I just call myself Max Free. What was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
He said not Max Free, but Max Free.
Because I'm just trying to be free-minded.
I feel you, for real. Put that in the universe, for real.
Meanwhile, the family been speaking into existence since the time he was little. His name is Maximilian.
Oh, okay. All right. Max a couple million.
That's right.
It was just the first thing that came to my head. But nice to meet you, Max. Okay, man. No shade at the Max. You know what I mean? No shade.
That's all good.
Yeah. Okay. And so I actually want to go a little deeper into that with you, Chantel, because it's plenty of people that go to get a job at a grocery store and end up in the bakery section. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was something that you specifically said, like, hey, put me in bakery. You
Absolutely not.
Yeah, they was like, hey, we got to open it here. Like, you want it?
Yeah.
So what was it like? Was it the first day that you got inspired, the second day, a month later, or what was it?
Yeah, it definitely took some time. It was definitely an experience. Like, like I had mentioned in the beginning, when I first started, I had maybe like 2 days of training with the cake decorating. So it was kind of nerve-wracking. And then, when you're making cakes for people and their parties and stuff, people are very, they want their
particular.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was.
That ain't how you spell my baby name.
It wouldn't even be that. People would like drive you crazy over a particular color. Like I thought it was going to be darker, or like things like that. So it's like it gets nerve wracking, but it teaches you to be able to speak with people and to maneuver and learn things, and that I think that's more what it was. I was able to be more creative, and like it opened my creative side really.
Oh,
and
wow.
learning how to do more, like it literally all I knew how to do was just ice the cake and do some borders. Like, it's a lot of stuff you can do with cake. So when I started learning more things, and I just wanted to keep learning. And
how long you been in the business? I'm a little late here though. How long you been in the business?
So I graduated high school in 2013. So 10 years. Yeah.
Oh, a decade. A decade.
Do you mess around with fondant and stuff?
So I'm not a master with fondant. I don't work too much with fondant. I can do like some fondant decorations and stuff like that. But I'm the buttercream queen over here. Like I like the buttercream decorations and stuff. It's a lot of stuff you can do with buttercream.
That has my heart.
Yeah, it has
my belly.
Believe it
or
not.
Oh my goodness. That's two different things.
I
love buttercream.
A lot of people like fondant for the look. Like it looks really good and neat. But once you perfect the buttercream, you can get it to look neat as well. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be the ignorant one here. What is buttercream, y'all? I don't know what buttercream is. Yeah.
So it's the icing that you put on the cake. It's literally the icing that you put on the cake, but it's a different type of icing. Like it's a more
okay. I'm not an icing fan on cakes though, so maybe I like buttercream, y'all. I'm new to that shit. Yeah.
You do.
Oh, don't worry. Next time you come out, I'm gonna have to get a cake so that you can try it.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
I'm still learning the terminology too. I still call icing.
So he gets in the kitchen with you too?
One more time.
Does he get in the kitchen with you too?
Yes, he does.
He probably getting away more than anything.
Man,
okay.
Max, thank you for helping me on that buttercream, because I was like, man, I don't know if I should ask for this shit because everybody gonna be watching.
They embarrassed.
Yeah. Thank you.
She's gonna give you the technical terms.
So he helps me so much with the creative side of it as well. Like when I'm doing my baking and stuff like that, I might kick him out a little bit. But when I get to the creative and decorating and stuff like that, I love to have him and his opinion on things and helping me with stuff. And he likes to learn it too. He's always trying to do new things, and so it's really awesome. Yeah, nice. He helps a lot.
That's one thing. It seems like he's kind of interested in learning anything.
Anything
and everything.
I could be overly creative sometimes.
Yes.
Because I can. So they should kick me out. Things like
put
that.
Me on the cake. Like, this ain't your cake. Just put my face on it.
Everything.
He said put more splash.
Yeah.
Exactly what he says. That's exactly.
She's like, give me the sprinkles and leave.
Flash it up.
Hold on. So where y'all from? Because I'm still trying to play catch up.
Come on, Mustard.
I'm from New York.
Oh, okay. So Max, you ain't never say that. Make a NY cake. Put that big, like say NY. Put that on the cake.
Lord, man. Hey, man.
We live in
cake.
I swear.
New Jersey. No, the Giants jersey cake.
Oh yes. That was one of my specialties.
Ooh, that sound hot though. That does sound hot.
Yeah, I know.
I looked at the IG. I like the money cake.
The money cake.
That was a nice one.
You gotta check it out, Don, at Treats by Chanie. It's my Instagram and social media.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. As soon as we get out of here, or either in between breaks or whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him your link right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Chantel had let me still kind of stick with where we were. So how long did you stay at that grocery store doing the cakes before you began actually doing it yourself for other people outside of the job?
Yeah, so the the franchise that I was working for, they actually closed down. All of them closed down, and it was
Okay.
maybe 3 years I was working there,
Mhm.
and then I went to another bakery. And
Had you started making cakes for other people yet?
no,
Okay.
not yet. No,
Okay.
I was still learning a lot and
Mhm.
getting more comfortable with doing it and stuff like that. So I've been doing it for, on the side for myself. I'll say, like, as my business, I've been doing it for, I'll say, about 6 years now.
Great.
Yes,
Great.
I've been doing it from home and things like that, and growing it from home.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
All right.
Awesome. And what's the like top 3 reasons that brings you happiness or motivates you, or anything within that spectrum that keeps you going and doing what you do and everything like that?
yes, so as I mentioned, the cake business, like it's just growing. Like, as day by day, it's growing. And there's so much more things that I'm learning with the cakes and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
especially on social media now, it's like such a big thing. That's all you'll see. If you go on my social media, that's all you'll see is different cakes and treats and stuff like that. So it's always new challenges to do and things to try. So that really keeps me motivated a lot.
Fantastic.
And then my day job is also doing cakes. So at my day job, I can literally do 10 cakes in a day at my day job. I work.
Wow.
Do you ever get burnt out?
I do, but you got to pace yourself. It's just a matter of pacing yourself, and I've gotten very fast with doing the basic cakes at my job
Yeah.
versus the cakes at home. It's a little more tedious when you're working from home and things like that, and you got to make extravagant cakes for people. At my job, it's more it's more set, rather, like more set decorations and stuff like that. So I can knock out 10 cakes in a day at my job, so it's,
See, okay, go ahead, my bad.
yes, it gets, it gets crazy sometimes, but you just got to pace yourself and know when to take a day and get back to it and stay motivated. Yeah, sometimes you may get unmotivated on days where you get overwhelmed, but it's just a matter of I literally personally I like to go and look at other things that people are doing and things that I haven't tried yet that I want to try, and that keeps me pretty much motivated, because I definitely want to try it, and I'll get up and just try something. And
that sweet potato cornbread. That sweet potato cornbread.
Oh my God! Hey, we supposed to be doing an interview, not reminiscing.
No, I'm sorry. No, I wasn't reminiscing. I've been seeing it.
Yes.
So I've been seeing it around. So I'm like, we getting that in the kitchen soon?
They even have Rice Krispies like that. Like, it was crazy.
I had some of Sweet's Rice Krispies.
Like,
you had Sweet's Rice Krispies?
Hell yeah, I had some of her Rice Krispies. Yeah, I'm not gonna front.
I love Rice Krispie treats.
Yes, the Rice Krispies are the bomb. They are.
Lord.
But look, I also heard Sweets talking about eggs was expensive as hell, even for her household.
No, not if you steal
them. So now I'm trying to relate this to the bakery business. So like, you have to up your prices in your craft.
Definitely. We just had this conversation today about the eggs. It's so funny.
That first. They go up, I
I
go up.
I'm telling him, like, when I go to the grocery store, I'm spending like $8 on eggs, and he's like, "Eggs, what? Eggs is $4, $5. What eggs? No, they not, honey. You gotta everything that went up nowadays. Like, eggs is not cheap. Nothing is cheap anymore. Like,
And I found somewhere to get the eggs cheaper, but all of the eggs in the carton was double yolk. So I was confused.
Don't buy no Chinese plastic eggs.
That's why they was cheaper.
What you mean double yolked?
They all had 2 yolks.
Second time I heard that.
For real?
That's Chinese plastic eggs she buying.
Oh yeah, them fake. Yeah, them fake. You gonna be clucking like a chicken that ate that.
You get used to certain brands, so it's like you get used to certain brands, so you want your certain brands and stuff.
Correct.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm pretty sure it makes a difference in the cakes you make, because white, brown eggs, all that. Yeah, so
Definitely, yes, yeah.
yeah, you couldn't have
Yeah.
me be one of your customers, and then I buy another cake, and I'd be like, man, yo, this something ain't right, and you over there, you know what?
You probably wouldn't
Yeah,
tell the difference because we retarded. We ain't gonna be able to tell the difference. Like my wife would make something. She'd be like, she'll make something and know that it got something in it that I might not necessarily like, or she'll ask me like, "Do you like that?" I'm like, "No, I don't really like that." She'll put it in there anyway. I'm eating it. By the time I'm halfway through, she's like, "Is it good?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "It's in there." Right?
oh
Got you.
wow,
Uh-huh. Definitely.
oh
Yeah. So
oh,
awesome. That's great, Chantel. Now I do want to. This is just speaking to our viewers and everything. Like this is what the exclusive Sirius Not Serious podcast is about. Is about entrepreneurs and business owners that actually are doing their business. But did you hear one of the main things that she said? She has a day job.
Mhm.
yeah,
That's the same with us. We are business owners, but we also have a day job at the same time. So if you are someone that is an entrepreneur in general, entrepreneur mindset, not saying you doing entrepreneurial things, it start with your mind and start with your thinking and your thoughts and everything like that. And it's a lot of people that's scared to be entrepreneurs, scared to take that leap and everything like that, and think that with them working a job, they not gonna have the time to put into building their business, to building their service or whatever they want to do. Like you got to really take that time out to get off work from working for somebody else and then go to work for yourself when you get off work working for somebody else, so
Yeah.
that you can eventually get to the point where you ain't got to go into their job anymore, but it's
Exactly.
going to take the
Yep.
due diligence to
That is
be able to continue to do that and everything. And you ain't got to be perfect overnight or anything. It might take 3 months, might take a year, might take 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Still, are you still able to have your main job that you have to support your family, take care of your family, make sure that the bills are getting paid, but follow your dream.
Absolutely.
Follow your dream. Don't let it die just because you working 10 hours a day. Well, it's 24 hours in a day, baby.
Right.
You know what
Yes.
I'm
Long
saying?
days
You
and
you
long
you, you make
nights. But
excuses or you make money. You can't make them both.
absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
And
a good
So
one.
I'm glad that you said that Chantel. That was something that people need to hear. People need to
yes.
see that it's people working regular jobs. It's also putting in for themselves, and to the extent of they also in a relationship with somebody and y'all building something together. Y'all not just getting on work like, oh, I'm tired, you tired too. All right, let's just lay down and watch it. No, we got other work to do. We got stuff that we
Yeah.
want to leave a legacy for, and so forth, so on. So that's a beautiful thing. I'm definitely glad that you said that and that you got that going on. And you said that you work, so you said your day job, you making cakes as well. So they ain't even taking you out of the realm or the mindset of what you do on a regular basis and everything. Because I bet any money that them regular cakes that you making at that location and everything, you still putting your own unique touch to it at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Awesome.
yeah, I have some time in there as well. So yes, I definitely have you gain customers as well, right? Like specific
Correct.
customers.
Correct. Got your business card handy right over. Bam. You know,
You know,
bam.
you have to. You have to.
For real. I
It's
made
all
half of this. I'm gonna make the other one at home. Like,
yes.
and then
Also
just push them
net
together.
that job as well. Like you gotta do it. So yes,
Great.
it's definitely helped a lot.
Fantastic. Look, and Max sitting over there, he just lonely. He like, he ain't talking to me.
We coming over there. We coming over there.
No, because
Hey, yeah.
everything you guys saying just it sounds real good. It sounds real good because especially with her, like she kind of downplays it a little bit, but I tell everybody like she's supervisor, manager, superwoman at her job. Like
Yeah.
she gets busy. Like she's not like
Yes.
Take
regular.
your flowers, sis.
Like
Take your
so.
flowers.
Yeah.
I
But
tell
she
people like about her. I tell like she runs the bakery
Yes.
department. Like she like has to schedule people and
oh wow.
Yeah.
You're not
order
just a regular cake maker in
inventory and
there.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. Load,
Yes.
unload. Like she's like the head of the bakery. Like
And so
So what do
she's
y'all?
running that business and this business.
Yes, I've
right,
definitely learned a
and
lot
then
from that business as well. Yes.
So what do y'all see yourself 5 years from now?
Definitely running our own business, not doing day jobs anymore.
Right.
Right.
That is definitely the goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also with you doing the managerial part at your job, that just goes right into you running your own bakery yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It ain't gonna be no different. So that's a lot of people don't necessarily have that luxury of having their regular job intertwined with their passion.
Absolutely.
She just
Yeah.
at boot camp right now.
Yeah,
Hey, that's a
well,
good way
sound
to
like she
explain
running
it.
the
I
boot
like
camp.
that.
Yeah.
Max said she running the boot camp and said something about her being Superwoman. I'm trying to. Did you not want to bring the cape with you, or?
Definitely.
I'm waiting for her to throw the towel away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Max, what is something with your with Chantel that was a surprise to you? That was like, man, I didn't know she could do that like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when she hit the gas, you know what I'm saying? I know you sat back like, oh man, bad mama Gemma, you know?
Right,
So
right.
what was that time or a time or two where you've actually seen her, you know what I'm saying, get ultra focused and everything like that, where it took you back like, man, she cold.
I could think of a situation or a time when she really started taking it serious, more like from just family, close family, to now is business cards. Now it's babe, make me a business card, create me something, like do it. And now she orders the business cards and we go pick them up and she's handing them out and posting them up on bulletin boards and hairdressers and wherever we go. Now she's taking that initiative, that extra step.
She's showing her shine wherever she go.
Right, right. You know, once you start taking that extra step, like, then yeah, that's when I really seen it. Like, okay, now she wants this business to
Make it happen. Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. And it seemed as if you actually get some motivation from her as well.
Definitely. Like, also the social media, like she wasn't really too much on social media like that, and I'm like, hey, you just need to post your cakes.
He definitely got me more in tune with the social media. Yes.
Iron sharpen iron. Yeah.
My business so much.
Business type page, and now
they all push me to do more social media. I know how you feel. I get it.
Right. So now she just goes crazy. So she just posts so much.
I have a thing where I try to do you have to do at least 2 posts a week, at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just another.
That's all I was gonna say. What's your algorithm? Can you tell me? I was gonna say, what's your algorithm? What's your posting algorithm?
I don't really follow one.
Okay.
Marty then gave me an algorithm. He told me, man, you gotta do at least 3 minimum a day. You know,
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
At least 3 a day.
Yeah. At least you could do between 1 and 3 a day. I was to the point when I had my other stuff going on and everything, I was doing 5 a day. But that was all for the sake of like getting my space up in there and everything like that. Like you don't want to do it too much, but you don't want to do it too little at the same time, so that anybody else that's posting 3 a day or 5 a day or this or that or whatever, now you just posting that 1 a day, it kind of you know what I'm saying, it eats it up.
There's a lot with social media. Like it's like
it is.
It changes all the time too. So you really have to research and apply. Like one thing I was telling the other day, like she's like, how did they get so much views and likes? I'm like, people pay these ads. They pay. You could pay Facebook. You could pay Instagram. You could pay Google. You could pay YouTube. You could pay so much platforms. $5 a day, $10 a day. But imagine people's paying $100.
Yeah. They'll get a more of a. It'll get more to more people. Yeah, it'll get to more people.
So imagine people who got it like that to really put. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's promotion. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I was in school when all this started. Like I got out the army in 2004, and I went to college in Atlanta.
2004.
Yeah, man, I'm getting up there in age. But when I seen when
He
it
up
all,
there.
yeah, I'm up there. I seen when it all first started, and if I'd have known better with my business, I would have took advantage. Because when they first made all these platforms, there was no paying anything. It was the algorithm was simple. YouTube was paying like 3 cents a view, but now it's like how you explaining is like $100 a month, $100 a day, $1 a day. So you got to pick your budget, and then your budget only gets you such a. So at least Marty kind of came up with the algorithm, and it's good that Max is actually pushing you to at least do what they got allow within their little window, because the more steam you pick up and your business pick up, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna have like a budget for y'all marketing. You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Chantel. So let me guess. Max was coming to get a birthday cake, right?
No, you're not gonna guess this one.
Okay. So it don't got nothing to do with no cake.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So how did y'all meet?
Donuts and coffee.
The funny thing is we were neighbors. We were neighbors,
Okay.
and this was what, 13 years ago?
Oh, so I ain't the only one getting up in age. Okay.
13 years old.
Lorraine? It was definitely like 12, 13 years ago. We were neighbors. We lived in the same building. He lived upstairs and I lived downstairs. Like he was 3B, I was 2B, literally.
Okay. And so y'all initial time y'all met was an argument, like somebody stumping or something,
well,
like, or you hitting the ceiling with the hey.
No, it's that's just when we met. We knew each other because of the living situation. We were neighbors, and then our parents became friends and stuff like that.
Okay, all right.
Oh wow.
Now
Okay.
hold on, Chantel. Hold on. Now let me ask Mac's side of the story.
Okay.
And Max probably was stalking you before you, so you probably don't know this part.
You see him? You
was
see
like,
him?
why you keep walking past my door? Like,
Nope, not at all.
No, so it kind of starts off like she says.
So what was it
I
about
lived
her,
there first.
What
I
was
lived
it?
there first.
Okay.
Her family moves to the block. I'm already there, so.
I was here first.
Right.
I was thinking the
older.
same
Let me-
thing.
let me-
I was
let me
like,
put this
nah.
out there. Let me put this out there. I'm older, so at the time, I'm 18 and she's about 12.
Get the hell out of here.
Right?
I was like-
I'm in the street like
Y'all don't look that much different in age.
No.
No.
Wow.
So this is when
okay.
she first saw. I already got bandwagons. I already got. So I never looked at her in that way.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So her mom and my mom became friends. You know. So it's little stuff like that. But I'm always outside.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until, like she said, what was it? Until we got older.
Yeah.
It's the look.
He said when
it's the
the
look
age
for
was
me.
appropriate.
Yeah. He went
It's
to
the
your
look for
graduation.
me.
Like, he was at your graduation.
I don't want to say too much, but like I was like, once we got older, she was always messing with one of my friends though.
Mm-hmm.
Messing with one of my friends.
Oh gosh.
They wasn't serious.
Okay.
They wasn't serious. They wasn't serious.
Yeah.
I'm learning about New Yorkers. Don't take it the wrong way.
They wasn't
So
So I seen her one day when we was older, and she was looking older. Let me remind you that she always was the kid type. Kid.
Yeah.
She always
Yeah.
the kid type. And it was always that. I always had girlfriends and older girls stuff. But
Her
once I seen her this
youthfulness.
time, she was older and she looked older and mature and all of that. So then I approached her like, what's up? Let's chill.
Okay.
But it was her
fantastic.
youthfulness.
What's that?
So it was her youthfulness.
I could probably say in that time, you know, I know y'all gonna edit some of this stuff. Anyway.
No, it's raw. It's raw, cuz I'm telling you, it's
I
serious,
was
serious podcast.
Can I tell her this? I could say a starting lineup. I had girls, you know, single man, single life, single
Correct.
man. So just chill, you know. And then, like I said, I seen her at that time, and she was looking mature.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I'm gonna add it to the lineup. But then it became I just deaded the lineup and stuck with her.
Yeah, but it was something.
Time,
yeah.
I cut the whole lineup off. Whole lineup off for you.
Yeah, 100. Yeah. So
but she knew the lineup too. She knew the lineups. And she knew through the lineups, and she I just pushed it to the side. It was not bad.
Yeah, but the strongest is gonna rise to the top anyway. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So now, with when y'all first got together and everything, and y'all began dating and so forth, so on and everything, what was the thing about him, Chantel, that stood out to you? Because you knew him, as you was a kid and everything like that, but now you older and you didn't see his ways or this or that or whatever. But what was it like? Man, this is a good man here.
So he knew, and our parents knew, that I was crushing on this man from the age I was when I first met him and his family and everything. So he knew that I was crushing on him. And then it's just funny, like, he left a few parts out because it was funny because we did get older. After I when we got older, I was in a relationship and he was single. And it did take, it took some time because,
of course,
it was, timing was just off a little bit at first, right? Like, he had a kid, right? I was in a relationship, and then after that, we tried to get together, but it didn't work out, and then it did work out after that. So I always had a crush on this man, and I always liked, the way he carried himself, and he was just different. He was just always different from everybody else, and it definitely attracted me to him.
Nice. And you always saying he was a hustler and everything as well?
Definitely.
Fantastic. Yeah. So Max, where you get that from, Max? Where you get that hustle, that grind, that go get it? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people got hustle and grind mentality, but they don't got no follow through. Like, where would you say that stem from with you?
I don't want to bring it back too much. Just the power of manifestation. Back then, she wrote in her phone, my mom's phone number. Tell her my mom's phone.
Yes, he's going into detail. But as the names in my phone when I was 13 and he was way older than me, I had in my phone my future husband and his mom, my future mama-in-law in my phone.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Manifestation, definitely.
Yeah. Speak it into existence. Yeah, for sure.
And she had my number because she was fast and we smoke. Everybody, it's weed. Listen.
You entertained it. You entertained it.
But that's why I tell my family members too. I know people who smoked weed since 13 and graduated with honors.
Yeah.
Graduated with honors and run their own business and got their own whole life. Everything is good for them. So,
is there such thing as a weed cake?
Definitely have made a few.
So I tell people like shit, and it's people who's done it. So don't be too hard on people who smoke weed.
That's part of Treats too. That's business too.
So yeah, I used to sell weed, and I sold weed to everybody in the building.
Yeah, but that's what I was asking though, Max. Like, besides for the relationship part, besides for outside.
I used to always be with another girl or like all of that. So
yeah, but I'm you muted, Sweets. I don't know why you muted.
Sorry, I was yelling at my son on the phone.
He's
still outside.
The hustle part.
Yeah, other than the relationship.
Yeah.
What was it?
Where did it come from? An uncle?
Yeah, where did that drive come from?
A close friend.
Well, it starts with my family. Like my grandmother and my aunt and my uncle. Like, they always been real hustlers. Like, my grandmother did hair and church and
she hustled in church.
Like, she did a lot. And then my aunt,
she
did a lot entrepreneurial stuff. my uncle, like those who really
You was
did,
around it, yeah.
Yeah.
right, you know. But like my parents, like
Mhm.
I say for them, they had none of it in them, even though like they didn't have it in them. So I always looked at them like I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
I want to be like grandma, auntie, uncle
Go get it.
who get it.
Yeah.
Like my pops and my mom, they wasn't like trying to get it.
Yeah. They just work a job and keep it pushing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
My parents was like that too. Yeah. So when I used to come with different ideas and I'm doing this or that or whatever, like, why are you doing it? You just work at the job. What the hell am I doing $12? Like,
right.
I'm gonna need more than $12 an hour. Like, cool. So I don't know if it was any other question that you want to ask to that point or anything, Sweets or Don, did anything?
No, I kind of wanted to I wanted Max to kind of.
Yeah, I was going to his business and how he got motivated with making clothes and so forth, so on and everything. So if you can give us a nice synopsis of how you got into what you do and what it is that you do and everything on your side.
Okay. Well, you can follow me at Splash Life Shop. That's my clothing brand company.
Say it again.
Splash Life Shop.
All right, and now I have it at the bottom of the screen for you. Got you.
Right, that's on all social medias.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
so I basically, like I said, like my aunt, like she was more in the creative space. Like she was like actually an artist. Like she would paint, like, you know, and I'm gonna say she's gay. So I had two aunts. And they was married for 30 years, very successful, predominant black, strong woman.
Yeah.
You know? So I had two. One was an artist. She would paint. She would go to festivals. She would go to vendors.
Nice.
She had me right there with them in the street, selling her art, selling her jewelry she made.
Oh, wow.
Shirts,
all of that. You know? So I seen that from young, like being out there with her. So her wife, which is my other aunt, my blood aunt.
Yeah.
She just did a lot. Like she worked in the parks department. Like she was like known for that, like being a strong female working around a bunch of men in the parks department in Queens and Flushing. Yeah. But then she'll go do basically what she did at the parks department. She'll go do that for herself. It was land surveying. So she'll go measure up a park for the parks department. Then after that, for herself, or for the weekend for herself, she'll go take on her own customers.
Nice.
People buying houses, selling houses, and go measure up the property lines and the lot lines for them. And take me right along with them. Take me right to both jobs.
Wow. So you just watching this.
Were you old enough when she was doing the party promoting and everything? You remember that?
I was next. I was going right into that next too. So she was just doing stuff. So after that, I would go to 9 to 5 with her at the regular job.
And then how old were you at this time?
Messing around.
Ages. So sometimes I associate my ages with the grade I was in. And do it like that because I can't. And then I thought, okay, I was 12 or something. But this is 6th grade. Sixth grade. I started riding around with her, then 6th, 7th, 8th, going on.
That's about 9-10 years old. I'm already doing the math in my head.
I was gonna say his aunt is my godmother, and I was gonna say, like, as long as we were around her, whatever business, whatever she was doing, we were helping. Because she used to also cook for a shelter, and I remember going and cooking, making the big pans of macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. So as long as we were with her, whatever business she was doing, she was definitely exposing us. Yeah,
definitely.
So we like, my parents wasn't really like, they wasn't really like that. Like, so I would try to be with her as much as possible. Like from young, suck it in, suck it up. So even back then, like 6th grade, she brought me an airbrush machine. So now I'm starting to make shirts for people. Like, so she was always into like whatever creative, like creative, athletic anything. She was like, okay, that's what you want to do. Let's do it. Like, so sports, um, anything, school, anything. They were
So
just.
I'm a big Saints fan. So when NFL kicks back off, you can customize me some Saints stuff. You know what I mean?
I might put a cowboy star somewhere.
Oh, you going
I
the
might
wrong
put a
route. You
Dallas star
going the
somewhere.
wrong route with that one.
Or the Giants.
I can deal with the Giants, but my mom is a Cowboy fan. I live on the border of Texas, but I'm from Louisiana, and it's like a 50-50 in my city. Like you'll see, all these people with their little cowgirl flags on their vehicle, and I hope some of my people watch this video and hear
Is
this
that?
part. Yeah, cowgirl fans, you know.
Yeah, who's that? Yeah,
That's
no,
funny. My mom's a
they
cowboy
know.
fan too.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I mean, I'm just saying for my state, I'm like, why you? I mean, I know we ain't
Yeah,
in
we
New
can.
Orleans, but why you can't just support your state? You know what I mean? That's all. But hey, if you, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. If you're a Cowboys fan, I have nothing wrong with it because my mom has always been a Cowboys fan. I
Yeah,
bought when her birthday come.
I knew somebody. I knew
Yeah,
somebody who knew how to be a
Uh-huh.
diehard.
I
yeah,
was just about to say
Jeez
that too.
Louise. Well, I'm a
yeah,
team hopper myself. I go with the good people. Like if there's some good people on this team, I'm on this team. Good people on that team. Like,
yeah. But I like the Giants though. But when it comes to baseball, I'm y'all rival because I'm a Red Sox fan. So,
no, I'm White
But
Sox and Cubs all day long.
I
see,
have a question.
Go ahead.
All day though.
I want to know how do you juggle all of it, Max? Like because it's you have your own brand, then you have the market, then the music. You help with Chantel. You're a father. Like, how do you manage doing all of this?
I
good
think
question.
I think it's just looking towards the future, like just looking at like the end goal. And I don't want to say like the end of it, but knowing like I want to get to a certain place to where everything is just running at a level to where I could like sit back and like really hire family, hire people in need. I can do donations, give out charity, do things. I just have a vision like of a future big just almost enterprise of a just
Philanthropist.
I was waiting for him to
yeah,
finish. Yep.
yeah, because I want to give back. I just want to do a lot of stuff. I just want to do a lot. So I just
I'm
know.
proud of y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And like I said in the beginning, you're a big motivation. You've always been, especially with family wise, seeing you with a little man, that just make me want to go do something with my little man, like just because.
So what has been one of the biggest, hardest challenges with your business?
Mm, I could say just I guess figuring out like the budget because it takes a nice budget for you to for your business to grow to a certain point. Popularity, how good it looks, you gotta put that budget behind it. So, and like you said, like I'm trying to juggle a lot of things. So like putting a little bit here, putting money there, putting it there, and it's like it's just that, just coming up, just sticking with a budget, coming up with a budget, trying to increase my budget because, and for marketing purposes, because the more you market, the more you can, the
Okay.
more people can see you, and the more money you can make.
Yeah, I know about the budget thing. I'm in trucking, and I got my own trucking company, and the overhead in trucking is insane. So
Uh,
yeah. So you gotta
man,
really come up with a budget because you gotta and fuel keep changing, just like them egg prices keep changing.
everything changes.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
So
And it's interesting that you say that that's what the motivation is because honestly, I don't give myself enough credit with half of the things that I do. And about 2 days ago, I have a couple of projects on my Canva, and I decided to not be afraid of the finances. Before I was afraid, I didn't want to know how much it was going to cost because I'm not working. And so I felt like I'm just going to research, find out what I need, and then I'm going to be disappointed because I don't have it. But about 2 days ago, it was just like, you know what? Let's just look. And I did some research, went on YouTube, and I looked to see how much it would cost for me to print out some of my work, and then how much I could sell it for, and then how much I could get back depending on how much product I sell. And I was just like, okay, I think I just found my motivation.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, once I looked at the numbers, I was just like, okay, I think that I'm getting another good relationship with numbers again.
And,
That's
and getting more
financial
comfortable. Yeah.
financial literacy is a big thing, man. Once you get a little bit of experience and a little bit of knowledge of it, well, to me, it's like, all right, this is it. Like, I wanna keep going. I wanna keep learning. I wanna keep.
Exactly.
So since both of y'all have started y'all business, have y'all bumped into new people that can help elevate y'all? Like y'all might be missing a piece to the puzzle, because like I feel like once you're in motion and you can only learn so much, for some reason the universe will bring other people into your life, and you be missing a piece. And so has that happened for y'all since y'all been in business?
Yes, for me, honestly, I feel like being with him, he's helped me in a lot of places where I lack. Like, as far as like he mentioned earlier, like the social media thing, like he definitely helped me with that, and that definitely helped grow my business a lot. Like, yeah, so he's really my missing piece.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
so cute.
And I've
Dope.
networked a little bit with some people in my town, in my neighborhood, that also does the same things that I'm doing as well. And yeah, we communicate about things and help each other out with things like that. And they definitely put me onto some spots where I can get things to help my business and things like that. So
Always
Yes.
good to have resources for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like
And I just thought about something. I'm gonna line you with I know a young lady who does baking, but she also does workshops and events.
yeah.
And now that you guys are a little closer, that would be good. I'm gonna share her information with you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh, go ahead, Don.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you ever come back to the show, I will. If you don't know what a net 30, 60, and a net 90 is, I can always like pass that information on to y'all, so
Oh,
you can get more capital when you need it to produce more. And as long as your business plan is mapped out, and whatever you borrowing, because this is a business credit, whatever you borrowing, you'll be able to make triple or double that. So you're paying that net 30 back, because that means like you have 30 days to pay back what you borrowed, and so forth.
I
Yeah,
would I would definitely like to link you two. I'm not really good. I don't really like linking people when it comes to business because people sometimes make me look stupid.
Oh,
However, I know that they're hungry, they're in the right space, and I know that connecting you guys, they're both definitely gonna put to use the information that you could share with them. So I think that it would be awesome. I would really try to link you to.
like a little
I
insight.
appreciate that. And
Yeah.
back to what you were saying real quick, Don.
Yeah.
That just goes back to my missing piece right here, my missing link right here. He's put me onto all of that stuff that you were just referring to, the 930, all that stuff that we've been looking into, and he's been showing me videos, and we watch videos together, things like that, to learn those things. And yes, definitely.
Yeah, I have a financial advisor, but he was my friend since third grade. He went to do grad school in Alabama, and he met this guy. And then when I got out the army, I went to go stay around him for a while. And so even though my friend from third grade, he don't really communicate with him more. This guy I'm talking about, he became my financial advisor, but he like my friend. He don't charge me for no advice, and he has like excelled me by far. So he give it to me for free, and I'll just give it to somebody who wants it for free, because
yes,
he don't talk to people that don't want it. So if I'm
real.
asking, he give it. You know what I mean?
yes.
Yeah.
We definitely appreciate any information you give us as well. Yes.
Yeah. So Max, I want to actually go back to it because I ain't necessarily get a chance for you to elaborate on the your clothing brand, on your brand and everything, because it, like, you know what I'm saying, you selling Nike jumpsuits, or you know what I'm saying, you make shoes, hats, coffee mug, you know what I'm saying, like what is it?
Shower
If you,
curtains, all that.
yeah, so what is it that is your main thing that you do? Like if it was somebody like, hey, what's your brand name? Okay, what do you have that I would, you know what I'm saying, a shirt or this or that or whatever, like, you know, elaborate on your brand.
Right, okay. So a little bit back to the beginning, like I said, like I was airbrushing shirts in elementary. So I would airbrush shirts. I would for me and my team, and really like that. I would start selling shirts in middle school into high school. That's with the screen prints. So it's more something like this. You print it out on the computer,
Press
iron it on the
yeah.
shirt, doing stuff like that. So that I started doing that for my team and started selling it for other people like that through middle school and high school. So we was called the Splash Boys back then. So I just dropped the boys and I just kept the Splash. And so main things is like sweatsuits, short sets, and custom t-shirts. So if somebody needs something for their event or anything like that, I can print up like their custom shirts for them. Happy birthdays or anything like that.
And this ain't only in New York. Like if somebody in Florida, somebody in California, and they want to get something, you'll be able to get it to them.
Definitely.
Fantastic.
Definitely.
Fantastic. And bulk orders and everything.
Get more into like company shirts, and as far as like barbershops and churches and school events, big things like that. Right now it's more just personal, people getting personal designs and things like that.
Okay. And then how long have you had this company where you like, hey, this is my brand and this is what I'm moving with? Once you took the boys off.
Right. I actually officially maybe 2020, 2021, I could say. You know, I was doing it pretty much freelance before that. Then, you know, sometimes it takes you a little while to like kind of like wake up and be like, okay, I got to do this a better way. So I went to school for actually like business and artist management back in 2014.
Nice.
So I went to school there. I learned everything like LLCs, net 30s, marketing, branding, everything, you know. But after school, I didn't really apply it.
Okay.
I didn't really apply it. I just did the freelance thing a little bit back, you know, and then kind of around the pandemic, you know, come around like, okay, you home, let's start researching again and let's apply something. So then I got my LLC, and that was one thing, you know, I learned back then. It was one thing the professor told me. The first thing was like, start building your business credit. Start building your personal credit, start building your business credit. And then, because every business, every successful brick and mortar or corporation, you got to start somewhere. You got to start building that. So I always say, if I would start back then, by now, I don't know where I would have been. But so I got my LLC and started building that and started learning more about business credit and building that and applying that in different ways to leverage that. So since around 2020, 2021, I really started.
Did you ever get any of that PPP or anything like that when they was doing all that?
No, and just learning more about that, you know, you got to have a certain amount of employees and things like that. And they was faking employees for people and stuff, and I could have really did that. I was working with my brother and my girl, my mom, and my friend was helping me. We was doing it together. So I would have
Yeah.
never got scammed. I would have did it the right way.
Yeah, I did it twice,
Yeah.
but I mean, I did have employees though. I mean, like I was doing the hot shot business, but COVID kind of slowed. I was hauling cars, and they slowed that down, so I just had to let all them people go. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I had somebody help me, and she made sure that I didn't have to pay none of that money back, and I had to do it the right way. And I didn't want to get caught up because me and federal prison we don't mix.
Nah, that
No,
ain't gonna be no comfortable
no
situation.
strikes.
Yeah, nah, I ain't with that one. I love freedom. I love money, and I love what I do. I mean, I can't get caught up in that type stuff. So it was a good question. I was just curious.
Nice,
Okay.
nice, nice. Yeah,
So actually wanna go into this the kind of like what Don was saying, but I actually want to ask y'all a question for both of you. Um, what was something that was because y'all been together? What you say, 7 years, 6 years, 7 years, right?
Mhm. 7 years.
Right, 7 years. Y'all been together 7 years. What was something that was a like very very impactful to you all's relationship that actually strengthened the relationship, nothing pertaining to business or anything like that? Like, what was something that hit y'all with life, what life hit y'all with, where y'all had to actually come together even more, or it took for y'all to learn that much more about each other for y'all to come together that much more tighter, if I'm asking this correctly?
So I think for me,
Defining moment type of thing. Yeah.
I think for me, I faced some loss in my life, a big
Mhm.
loss in my life,
Mhm.
and I think it took me through. I didn't realize I was. Let me put it like that. I didn't realize I was going through it as hard
Oh,
as I was. Right, like so I lost my dad,
okay.
and I think I kind of went through a phase where I might have been a little more depressed and maybe a little more angry, and I
Mhm.
feel that he definitely was there to help me get through that phase and to show me better ways to deal with it and to cope. And
How
um,
old were you?
that definitely, I lost my dad 3 years ago. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, yes, he definitely helped me a lot with that. And yeah, that was a hard moment for me that I faced. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that definitely brought us closer as well. And yes.
Nice. Good. Yeah, sometimes it takes things like that for y'all to really see who on your side, who in your corner, and everything like that. And especially when you need support and you vulnerable and not at your best and everything like that. When you got
Absolutely.
somebody in your corner to
Yes.
to help pick you up, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. And
That's
you
that's,
think
that's
you think
definitely
that
much needed.
you're dealing with things properly and stuff, but you don't always see, when you're not. You know what I mean? When you're really
Yeah,
going
he was helping to keep you on
through.
point as best as possible.
Exactly. Yes, and I
Yeah.
appreciate
So yeah. So
that.
how was that for you, Max? Seeing her go through that and experience that, and you know what I'm saying? Because I know it was some times where you like, man, I don't know necessarily what to do. Like I can't.
Um, like you said, it was a trying time for us. It definitely was a learning time, and I don't think it was too hard because I try to I try to be more understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So, dealing with a lot of loss and death in my life
Mm-hmm.
and parents not I'm just trying to be strong for her, try to say the right things, do the right things.
Yeah.
And a lot of things is a mental thing. So once you get your mental in the right place, you know, just trying to keep my mental in the right place to help her
Yeah.
keep her mental in the right place
Mhm.
and understand like anything that's going on is because of this time and just it's going to make us
Yeah. It's
better
just for a
after.
season. Yeah.
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 Yep.
And then y'all came out together on the other side.
Absolutely. It definitely got me more focused and thinking about my future and our future together and things like that. So definitely was a challenge.
Fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's
then
for me though. I got
you said what?
I got a different time I can speak on.
Yes, please, for sure. We do to let people know, you know what I'm saying, that we dealing with real people that going through real things and they still push through to still chase their dreams, you know. So people go through trying times, everybody go through that, you know. So y'all not exempt, we not exempt. So that's why we want to provide to our viewers the experiences that our guests have had. Even though they are entrepreneurs, they still human, you know. Even though Chantel is a superwoman, she still go through something, you know. But what is the time that you remember, Max? Was Chantel with you at that time, or?
Yeah, she was. There was definitely a lot of times before her that I had to get through stuff, but together, you know, like when we first got together, I like to think that, you know, I always like to think like I was a hustler. I'm a worker, and I'm a hustler. So I'm a work, I'm a hustle. I might have 2 jobs and a side hustle, things like that, you know. But it was a time where it slowed down a little bit. I had lost my job. You know, I was kind of still young, I would say. So, you know, mistakes that you would make back then that you wouldn't make now. You say, like, when we got together, we was, what, 21 and 27? 21, 27. So, like, I had a good job. You know, I'm moving around. So I ended up losing my job, but she was there. She held it down. Until I definitely.
And were you all living together at that time, or no?
We was, you know, we was, and we ended up having to change places. We went through the whole thing, you know, living together, having to move, lose a job, having to get back, and then she ended up getting me a job where she was working at.
Oh, you was making cakes?
No, I was in a different department. But
okay, all right. You just walk past like, hey, what's up, baby?
You better come messing up my cakes.
But that was just it.
Dang, not in my department.
Cause we get like I said, I'll be in there trying to make 3-foot cakes with.
Oh, this man ill. You using too much
It's
stuff,
serious,
bro.
Serious though.
That's why she said, "I'll take his ideas, but he don't touch the cake."
That man trying to. I don't know if Guinness still be doing the world records. He trying to make the world record tallest cake.
Yeah, like yo, let's put firecrackers on the cake.
Oh my God, you about to get sued, bro.
No, the sprinkles.
Oh, you talking about the ones you light up and they just be? But I mean, that's pretty dope, though. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He has
She said,
he thinking outside the box.
Right. So yeah, that was one of the good times I could think that we got through it. You know, as a man, you always want to be the head of the household, the breadwinner,
the
man. You know,
and mess with our ego for sure.
But like you said, like something like how I asked you about your background, and it just sound like real entrepreneurial, independent type.
Yeah.
Jobs and businesses, because I've been through all of those door-to-door salesman type jobs. I probably have 5 different, because I always wanted to make my own money. Like I wanted to do that. Like, so it was commission. I can what?
Yeah. Ain't no ceiling on what I can make. Let's get it.
Right. So
that's what my motivation was.
Jobs. Like, so like I said, I lost my good job that I was doing. I started doing Verizon door to door.
Did that
out there trying to get it, you know, until like a little while went by, and she like, come work at my job. Like, right.
So Chantel, in that time, and you sitting there seeing your man, go through it. I'm pretty sure you seen him be down on himself and feel bad, and then with us being man, we not finna sit there and talk about it to that extent. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hold that in, like we just gonna keep our head down and keep pushing through and everything like that. But for you to have to be strong for your man in that situation and everything, and not knowing what tomorrow brings, and not knowing when he gonna necessarily get something that will be something that's comfortable for him, something for him to be able to feel just that much more of a man as he was before, and feel that just even more, because now, shoot, if he was working and making $20 an hour and now making $11 an hour, that kind of mess with the man ego and everything. But what was it that you seen that you needed to do for your man to keep him in good spirits and stuff like that?
Yeah, for me, it wasn't very hard because every day I seen that he was still motivated. He was still looking. He was still trying to get something. And, he didn't just, just let it, not have a job and just let it go like that.
And just down on himself and sitting in the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can tell that he wasn't comfortable. So for me, it was just more of just, just being there to support him, to let him know every day that, like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Don't, it's going to happen. Like, I see you. I see what you're doing. Like, he kept every day he was doing stuff and he was doing something. It wasn't like he was just there and not doing anything. That would have had me, a little worried, but he wasn't. He was always doing something, always trying to get something. And that made it even easier for me because I didn't have to worry. You know what I mean? I knew that it was coming. I knew that he wasn't going to be down for long. So that definitely.
And then how long did that last? How long from the time you lost the job until you got another job?
Not long. I want to say a few months, maybe a couple months. Yeah.
Like 2-3 months.
Exactly.
Because she was already established at her job. Like she was already like running the department. Like she comes in like so when she told them, I probably could have been there a little earlier. But I'm still out there trying to do things on my own, trying to find.
Of course.
It's like I said, I was always a commission guy. Before that, I was selling vacuums. I was selling knives.
Kirby.
I was doing Kirby.
I got you, man. That's right.
Oh man,
I was right there, bro.
I like to collect knives too. If you'd have been around, I probably would have bought a knife.
Talking about collect knives. These is kitchen knives, bro. Relax.
I don't give a shit.
These kitchen knives. He said as soon as somebody said knives, he wanted to get his Rambo knife. Like, I got a knife, not that knife.
My mind somewhere else like, oh, not that. Oh yeah, all right. I was a chef. I was a cook. I would like a nice set of knives because I do like to cook. So yeah,
definitely. I was an assistant. I was assistant chef or assistant cook. I got hired. I was a busboy first, and it was a little small restaurant in the office building, business building, whatever. And we was the only kitchen in there, so the whole building would come to us for breakfast, lunch, sometimes dinner. And it was 3 of us. The assistant manager got fired. They fought. They got in a fight. They fired. He's like, okay, you're my assistant now.
Physical fight?
Physical fight.
They got in a physical fight?
Yep. Wow. Right over the chicken and broccoli.
I didn't know this story.
Good Lord. Wow.
Not over the chicken and broccoli. He
on lunch like, oh shit, it's going down. Like,
yep. And he fired him right on the spot and gave me his position right there on the spot.
Wow. Right in his face as he walking out the door. And here, now you put this on. You put the hat on.
Now it's just me and him every day. He's showing me everything. I still got to bust the dishes at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I was getting compensated very well at that time, so I was learning until he got kicked out the whole building himself, the owner of the restaurant.
Oh wow, yeah.
But I end up being to stay in the building in the lower part, in the warehouse part. After he left, the owners of the building, they still knew me, and I got to work in the warehouse department, shipping and receiving and things like that.
Okay.
I want to ask a key question, if that's okay. To you, Chantel. What if within that first month, let's just say that first month, just let's say the first month. What if in that first month you seen that had bruised his ego so bad and his drive and his motivation to the point where he wasn't motivated no more, where he wasn't trying to go get it, where he was, you know what I'm saying, where you just seeing a completely different side than what you was used to seeing? Like, what would have been your approach to that? All right. Now, let me just kind of preface this. The reason why I asked that is because it's a lot of women that used to seeing a man make the money and this and that and that thing like that. And then they see their man not in that position or anything no more. So they kick him while he down and like, oh, you broke, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And everything like that. Like, that's a lot of things that man experience with these women nowadays, that as soon as they see us not on top of our game or we have a setback, now they, you know what I'm saying, digging into us and everything and discouraging us and so forth, so on, and thinking that she's encouraging us by saying you ain't shit. Like, you ain't encouraging me by telling me I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So what if because he was a go-getter, he didn't, you know what I'm saying, turn it off. It was just, hey, this opportunity didn't fail through. Let me go somewhere else and make something else happen. It's just going to be a little time before I get back on my feet. But what if that had messed him up to the point where it just messed up his emotions and his ego and his drive and everything like that? Like, how would you have approached him then?
So I pretty much, I feel that I would have a similar approach, maybe a little more aggressive. I would have been more, showing him things, like, showing him things that he can do to better himself. You know what I mean? Like showing him applications and things like that. And apps.
But what if he not motivated? He like, I don't want to do that right now.
We're gonna have to
like,
get
I'm
you
just
motivated every day.
Right.
Day, I have to get you motivated every day. I'm coming home. I'm gonna show you something. You're not gonna just sit there and not do nothing. We got to do something. If we're doing it together, we got to do something. So it would have been.
Fantastic. So
it definitely would have had to be of me sitting there more hands on rather than him being more hands on himself. I didn't have to do that because he was more hands on himself. But if that wasn't the case, then of course I would have wanted to be more hands on without making him feel that I'm forcing anything on him or making him feel like you were pertaining to downing him and stuff like that, saying like you have to do this, I'm not gonna deal with this, it's
actually
just
supporting him through it.
Yeah, being patient, being supportive, and understanding. And I think that definitely should definitely get somebody motivated. Like, you have somebody there every day that you see they're doing it and they're trying to be supportive of you and show you options and solutions and things like that. That should definitely help someone get motivated.
It'll help pick him out his funk.
Yes, exactly. So
nice.
It's consistency too, though. You would have to definitely be consistent with things because it's not easy. It's not easy.
I'm a big fan of consistency, so I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing about having somebody to be in your corner, and when they see you down, them work to help to uplift you. And then the main key thing that you had said was patience, rather poise that you had in that situation and everything. Because like when men get down, like we get down, we get down, and because the world looking at us, you know what I'm saying? Our woman looking at us, our kids looking at us, you know what I'm saying? Like we supposed to be on the head of household and all of this type of stuff, whatever the case may be. And when you're not able to be in that position and you fall from grace type thing, then it's like shit. Like, man, nah, motherfucker looking at me crazy, and they like nigga, you ain't the person I thought you was, or this or that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And now you sitting there like, man, this motherfucking bitch don't even love me like she said, and she don't want to be here for me and everything just because I lost my job. Like, wasn't my fucking fault? Like, you know what I'm saying? The place cold down or this happened, whatever. Like, then you coming down hard on me. How the hell am I'm going out fighting the world, then I got to come back to the crib and fight your ass,
That part. The word that he always throws at me is mental. You have to be mentally strong too. You have to be very mentally strong with situations like that. And when you get your mind right, then you got to find things to get your mind right to keep you motivated. So
get your
that's
mind
definitely
right.
It helps.
That always helps me to regroup.
Yes.
Awesome.
I can't wait
That's
until
the thing.
somebody.
Once you learn the combo of that and like something else, then it's to me it's a better outcome and a better long lasting experience because sometimes people use it just to for the moment get over something that's that much, and then once you come down,
Yeah.
you back to reality.
Oh no, hell no! I'm using it because my mind think quicker, sharper, more outside the box and everything like that. So I'm smoking in order for me to get ideas on how to come out of this shit and everything while I'm not.
Everybody's different. Some people can't function, when they
Yeah.
I didn't always look at it like that. Also, I used to look at it like before when I'm going through a lot of death and devastation and deception, whatever, younger days before you learn from somebody, you learn to think different. I used to just let me get high and drugs
and get away.
Yeah. So I learned that one of my favorite rappers said it in his documentary, Jim Jones. He was like, when I smoke, my mind get all spacey and I start thinking, I'm like,
hey, I done came up with $1 million ideas for real.
How many how many papers got finished like that?
Damn.
And I must admit, like I drive trucks and I do miss that element because man, I'm an artsy kind of a person, and that's where that creative
he left-handed, y'all. He left-handed, so
yeah,
he on the other side.
Yeah. See, I use his hand all the time. So, but oh man, I miss that side of the field because man, there've been times like I get blank on any ideas, but when I hit the tree and you just relax for a minute, it's just like all kind. You be like, I better have a tablet in front of me to write all this shit down, man, because I'm not gonna remember this shit tomorrow. So
yeah. Wow.
But so which one? What's Chantel? Do you kind of really help Max with his business as well?
I do physically.
So when I fix the charger piece, the charger is
yeah, we looking like we down. Don't want to cut off. I help him physically with his business, and going to get the things that he needs for his business, and that's yes, the actual putting the designs on and all that stuff.
You hands on for real, yeah.
One hand washes the other. I like that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'll get it right for him and give it to him, and then he'll put it on the shirt. Or
well, I mean, I'm glad y'all came to the show because to me, y'all are inspiration, so they can actually see a couple that works together, stay together, as they be like saying pray together, whatever. But at the same time, y'all get money together. So I really like that.
One more thing I want to say is it's funny because our businesses have actually collabed on a few things, like on events. As you know, he does the shirts, like he mentioned, like he does like parties, like things like that. So I've done we've had a few events. Like I've had a just recently we just did a Peppa Pig party. I did the Peppa Pig. I did like a Peppa Pig cake for them, and then he made all the shirts and stuff for the mommy, the grandma, the dad, and stuff like that. So it's awesome, especially when we can collab on it and do things like that. Like it's awesome.
Yeah.
One-stop shop.
Teamwork made the dream work. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. So just to kind of close it out and everything like that. With y'all being at the point that y'all at now, what would you say right now besides for y'all connection with each other and y'all motivation and everything like that, like and then also going back to what question Boss had said, as far as what y'all look like in 5 years, 10 years down the line and everything like that, because I wanted to ask, you were saying that Max, you have a son or you have a child. Do y'all got kids together, or how many kids y'all got?
No, just the ones. 11-year-old son.
Okay, fantastic. So because me myself, I got 3 kids. My wife has 3 kids and everything like that. So I'm definitely trying to leave a huge legacy for our children. But the main thing is like you was doing, Max, with your aunt and everything, learning that information and learning that hustle, learning that grind and everything like that. I'm pretty sure that you doing that with your son at the same time and everything. But right now, when y'all look at it, what is something either individually in your business or together that could help y'all to get to the next level?
One thing I could say is I guess it's just one thing that I'm really looking forward to implementing and
Okay.
doing a lot of research right now is I'm gonna say it again, is the budget. Like, you know, once you create the right budget, and I feel like that will really help boost our businesses, whether together, individually. You know, once you start applying more money, more funds, finding different ways to pull funds from different places, you know, and put it together, you know. I feel like
So what that look like then? That's you
Yeah, I
talking
was
about
gonna say that.
25,000,
I,
50,000,
yeah,
100,000? What you talking?
yeah, because I was thinking also, like, if you find out your budget is like beyond your means, like, what do you do next?
well, you know,
It's a few things that we want to do. Like, it's a lot of, so there's a lot of equipment, right, that we both could use for our business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Okay.
like things like that. For me, I know that we both want to get into a space, like, you know, actually get in an actual space for ourselves and our businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just investing in our business and getting the things we need to grow our business. And right now it's hard with, it's just,
so how much money?
well, I don't have a limit. There's no limit to it because, you know.
Nice.
But I'm talking about to get y'all
only
going in the direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, if you was like right now, somebody was like, hey, we'll hit you with
Okay.
25, we'll hit you with 50. You know, if somebody was like, I hit you with 5,000, like that's not really gonna help too much, right?
no, I wouldn't say that. Anything will help. You know?
Absolutely.
Like,
There's no limit.
because like we were saying earlier, like, say right now my budget is just for promotion and marketing is $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just towards Facebook. That's just towards promotion and marketing. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, paying them to promote my stuff like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody come with $5,000, now I can put $1,000 a month on there, or $200 a month. That's going to help the business. Now I could buy more clothes. I could buy more equipment. I could buy different things for the business. So yeah, right now, like, it's just like finding the right formula, the right strategy to spread out the funds to the right places to help grow the business, whether it's materials, whether it's digital marketing, whether it's physical marketing.
Yeah, that
The exclusive Sirius Not Serious podcast.